Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, applause already. It's so wonderful to have you join us today, and thanks to all those tuning in. We're going to just get right into it. Let's sing together. Move around if you want. A song called Jump. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Good morning, and welcome to the Center of Spiritual Living. My name is Steve Matthews, and I'm happy to be your host today. This center is a spiritual community where all are welcome. Thank you for joining us here in person or online, wherever you may be. Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor all pathways by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness to help make the world a better place. Our prayer practitioner today is Teresa Martin, and our practitioner holding high watch is Farrell Zeman. Throughout the service, he will be in prayer, knowing that the best and highest good is unfolding as we share this time together. From wherever you are, I invite you to join me in stating our center's spiritual purpose. We are a thriving community where individually and together we embody and express our spiritual magnificence for the highest good of all. For the latest information on what's happening at our center, visit our website at www.spirituallyfree.org. Today, our guest speaker is Reverend Ali Benjamin, who will speak on the topic of loving this body. Our guest musician today is Mary Tebbs. Yeah, thank you. Next week, we will feature Rabbi Alan Bachman as our speaker, whose topic is called The Body Remembers. We would like to welcome any people who are here for the first time. If you are comfortable doing so, please raise your hands so that we can acknowledge and welcome you. Have we got any? Thank you, welcome. After this service, you can pick up a welcome packet in the lobby, which includes information about our center and a copy of the Science of Mind magazine. Thanks again for joining us today. This Thursday, in means of more announcements, June 16th at 7 p.m. will be an animal celebration service with Shanti Kiefer. That will be here at the center We will be honoring and giving thanks for the animals that bless our lives. There will be a lighted remembrance tree, and guests will enjoy special music, stories, and prayer. Also, this Saturday, June 18th at 10 a.m., our very own Reverend Lynn Heigster will be having her official ordination service. It's going to be online on the Facebook site. The ceremony will be held at the United Life Center of Spiritual Living in Oklahoma City. Again, it will be live streamed on Facebook, and there is a link on our homepage that will take you directly to that. Also beginning June 21st, the next class that we have in the center is called The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity. It's going to be taught by Reverend Myrna Hurst and Teresa Martin. It will be on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m., and it will be 5 weeks long. We will study the basic principles of abundance using Edwene Gaines' book entitled The 4 Laws of Prosperity. And this class is open to everyone. Our center was founded on and is grounded in prayer. Prayer helps us deal with the day-to-day issues and create positive experiences regardless of our circumstances. Our professional prayer practitioners are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer and are ready to pray for and with you. If you look on our website's homepage, you can submit prayer requests, and during the week, the practitioners will uphold you in prayer. You can identify and connect with these practitioners today. They have purple stoles over their shoulders. Now, I invite you to settle in and allow Teresa's reading and centering music to take you to the sacred space within. Then Teresa will lead us in prayer.
What I'm reading today is an excerpt from All Bodies Are Beautiful by the Reverend Masando Hiriako. And that's from the Science of Mind magazine this month. And my next quote is by Sonia Renee Taylor. A radical self-love world is a world that works for everybody. Creating such a world is an inside-out job. How we value and honor our bodies impacts how we honor and value the bodies of others. The idea that some bodies are more beautiful and worthy of love than others, and the feeling that whatever weight we are isn't good enough, and the absurd expectation that we should all have the metabolism of a 20-year-old is so prevalent that it even makes its way into our spiritual lives. I've seen spirituality used as a twisted aggression against ourselves to lose weight, as if smaller bodies are signs of a higher consciousness or a more evolved state of being. What's more, this kind of self-criticism and judgment easily transfers to the shapes and how we look at others. As Sonia Renee Taylor illuminates in the quote above, without even knowing it, we can judge and value others based on their bodies, their weight, their skin. Studies demonstrate that just as much discrimination exists around body as race, class, and gender. Let's be real and tell the truth here. Let's say it to ourselves and all others, and every day as much as we possibly can. All bodies are beautiful. Period. Large bodies, small bodies, pear-shaped bodies, bodies of diverse abilities, short bodies and elderly bodies, all are worthy of love and the kind of honor that we give to the divine within. Our worth, value, and desirability are not rooted in our weight or any other social construct. Our worth and value come from within through the realization from the cradle to the grave that our bodies are beautiful, sacred, amazing vessels of the divine. So, without apology, say to yourselves, maybe out loud at home, my body is beautiful. Your body is beautiful. All bodies are beautiful. In that beautiful song, letting us know that there is only love, and the vibration of love, the word love itself, all of the times that Delanne just sang it, each one of those vibrations has spread into and around and into all of us here and to everyone who hears it. That love emanates from this divine center of where we are and where we live from. It surrounds us. It penetrates every muscle, sinew, and bone in our body. It is that which keeps the stars in their orbit. It is that which supports, heals, demonstrates, harmonizes, beautifies. So on this beautiful day where we are being reverent towards our bodies, reverent towards all of life and to each other, I am reminded of the Ho'oponopono prayer of healing, where it says, I love you. Please forgive me. I am so sorry. Thank you. So for all of that, giving thanks for everyone here, for everyone who takes part, everyone who gives their service, I give thanks humbly. As together we say, and so it is.
So it is. Thank you, Teresa. It was beautiful reading and prayer. So it's wonderful. We have this beautiful system that is our body that allows us to express and experience all that this life has to offer. Imagine all the senses that we have to take in the beauty around us and get involved, be a part of this beautiful life. This next song we'll sing together is called Through Your Hands. Please sing along. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
You were dreaming on a park bench about a broad highway somewhere, when the music from the Carolines seemed to hurt your heart out there. Past the side
you so much for singing along. Oh my gosh, it is such a pleasure to introduce our special music today. It has been far too long since we spotlighted this beautiful spirit, songwriter, soulful voice that is Mary Tebbs. She has been doing a lot of duo work with Will Baxter, and we snagged her just by herself today. She has an incredible story. She experienced an existential physical event that changed her life. And luckily for all of us, it also was food and inspiration for some songwriting. Let's welcome, a warm welcome, Mary Tebbs.
Well, it has been a long time, and I am so grateful to be back here. And Rick just always says the nicest things. I'm so grateful, Rick. So part of my journey with my physical issues has been a bit of depression, so I think love is the antidote for anything, so this song is that story, and beautiful angel here is going to sing with me. Have you ever felt like you want to run away, but there's nowhere to go? Not much to say. And have you ever been betrayed by your hollow heart, feeling so alone? You start to fall apart, and I'm falling, and I'm going down. I want to leave it all behind, and I want to ease my troubled mind, and I want to leave it all behind, and I want to ease my troubled mind, my troubled mind. I know it's quite taboo to tell the truth of this. I should show a happy face and cover up how it is, but that just makes it worse to think I have to hide. I need a tender heart to hold me close tonight, 'cause I'm falling, and I'm going down, and I want to leave it all behind, 'cause I could use some Thank you.
All right. It's my pleasure to welcome Reverend Allie Benjamin. Allie's an ordained minister, a conscious living coach, and spiritually inspired artist. She founded the Satya Center for Conscious Living in Ogden and hosts a weekly online broadcast called Growing Edge Live. Please welcome Reverend Allie Benjamin.
Good morning. I was asking where there's a clock, and now I see one, so thank you for that. And I'll take that cue from, I think Charmaine adjusted the mic. I usually go through the talk and it's up here, and so thank you for that. I am feeling so blessed to be here today, and I always love the music when I come here and connect with my friends. I was thinking about the first time I came through the doors of this center was 19 years ago, and Rick was there, and Donald, and Reverend Jan, and so I can't see you from here, but I know you're here. And Mary's song really touched my heart, and I started to tear up because I can definitely relate, having dealt with sadness and depression and grief myself, and find that where I'm most interested to serve and share and shine my light is for those that are experiencing grief. And even though that's not my talk today, I just want to acknowledge the fact that life isn't easy, that we all go through our ups and downs, and that's hard for our friends and families sometimes when we're down, when we're experiencing grief and sadness, and we all experience those. And so we're not alone. Grief is something that we don't move beyond. We move forward with it. And it's not always at the forefront, but it's always there. We're always holding in our hearts and in our minds the memories and the losses that we've experienced. And so thank you, Mary, for your beautiful song. So loving this body. It's a wonderful talk title. I feel really blessed that Home Office supplied a title and some quotes. I usually am a bit of a rebel and I don't even read the email or listen to the talk title or read the quotes or anything like that. But I felt like, okay, my life has been so wonderfully active that I haven't had time to come up with something for myself. So thank you, Linda, for sending me all of the guidance on today's talk, which is loving this body, loving this body. I just got back from 2.5 weeks on Maui doing a spirit quest and feel really relaxed and blessed, and I feel like I just turned 60, and I feel for the first time I'm really getting it. It's time for me. It's time for me to love this body. It's time for me to take care of myself and my life. And so being on Maui and being with my beloved husband Michael and our shaman sister Tamara as she led us through a vision quest, I opened some new doorways. I connected with myself, my life, who I was, who I am, and who I will be in deep and rich and very meaningful, delicious and joyous ways. And so I draw upon my experience, my vision quest, today as I share some ideas about what it means to really feel our bodies, feel this life, feel Mother Earth, feel all of the blessings upon blessings upon blessings that we have, that are continuously ours for the experiencing when we have the eyes to see and the ears to hear and the heart to receive. It takes some growing up. It takes some spiritual maturity. It takes some life experience, some losses, some achievements to really understand the depth of the gift of life and the beauty that we're constantly being given in each and every moment. And so loving this body, loving this world, this life, this earth, using our senses, our sense of sight, seeing all the beauty around us. And we live in the most amazing area. We don't have to go far, do we? We just have to open up the blinds sometimes and take a peek out the window to see the mountains or to see the big sky, the clouds moving in and out. We live in such a pristinely beautiful area. It's easy to take it in. We have these senses of sight, of smell, taste, touch, feeling. And the older I get, the more introverted I allow myself to be, the more I tune in to my senses, the more I experience the exquisiteness of simply fragrance, the smell of fresh cut grass, or the warmth of a tropical breeze. There's so much to take in when we're present, when we're still, when we take time to pause and contemplate all that we have and all that we're able to do with this body. And we're not all, like Teresa's beautiful reading talks about all the different shapes and sizes and colors and textures and abilities that our bodies have. We're all different, we're all unique. And we're all perfect in our, dare I say, imperfection. And there is no imperfection. They're just what is. Everything is perfect. And that's hard to grasp sometimes. It doesn't mean that we necessarily agree with it. Doesn't mean we always enjoy it. And sometimes we do. But everything is as it is. And when we can stay fully engaged in the moment, accepting life as is, our senses fully engaged, we're fully present, this is something that can bring us enormous peace of mind, a sense of equanimity, calmness, clarity. And so it's a simple message, loving this body, being at home within our bodies, having a sense of belonging. Dr. Ernest Holmes talks about the threefold nature of our being. We're a body and a mind, and we are a soul. We're this physical creature, and we can't deny that. And the body does keep score. And the body is our subconscious mind. And so everything that we've been through, where we've gone, the body is affected by that. That's how it is being a spiritual being in a human body, having this incarnation. There's a beginning and there's an end. And the body is with us the entire time. So this is our first and primary physical dimension, the body. And so we love this body, this creature. And we love the bodies, the creatures of those loved ones, our friends, our families. And we get attached to them and we love them. And we can love ourselves like we love our friends and family. And we develop more of a bandwidth for that as we age, as we move more deeply, more consciously on our spiritual path. And so we are body and we're mind. We have this amazing brain that interfaces with reality, that interfaces with the world. And Science of Mind teaches mastery over the mind. We learn to think. We learn that we can think very creatively. And so my talk today is based on two principles. One that you've heard many, many, many times. Change your thinking, change your life. Our mind has the capacity to do that. But there's something that can trip us up. And that's our memory and our imagination. Two mental faculties that can really impact our thinking. So we're body, we're mind, and then we're a soul. We're made of spiritual stuff. We're made of the ineffable. And we're here in this incarnation with a particular personality. Each of us have slightly different purposes and longings and values that over time, if we develop our soul, if we develop our personality, we can craft ourselves into a really pleasant human being. But it takes mastery over the mind to do this kind of work. And it takes attention to the body. I was listening to a podcast by Dr. Chatterjee. He's an English sort of TV personality, physician. And he talks about 5 easy way, or 5 minutes a day. If So this is kind of the little nugget of something that you could take away today. If you spend 5 minutes on your mind, 5 minutes reading something positive, doing something to enrich your mind, expand your thinking, something that really feels good to you. 5 minutes. 5 minutes is easy. 5 minutes can go by so quickly. Have you ever noticed driving somewhere, all of a sudden you're there and it was 20 minutes is gone? 5 minutes of enriching your mind. Do this daily. 5 minutes of physical exercise. 5 minutes. Many of us, we don't bother with physical exercise, taking care of the body, because it seems uphill. It seems difficult. It seems too much, too expensive, to fill in the blank. What if you just stretched your arms and legs and back for 5 minutes a day, or took a walk for 5 minutes around the block, around your house? 5 minutes of physical, maybe strength training. I don't know what it is that might delight you, that might feel easy to you. 5 minutes of something. That's doable. That's a bite-sized chunk that I think any of us could do. And then 5 minutes every day of connecting with the heart, being heart-centered, connecting with a friend, connecting with a hobby, connecting with something that delights you. So that's his 5-5-5 way of altering and changing your lifestyle in a way that will benefit your body, your mind, and your life. Easy, yes? Yeah. So maybe you're thinking about that right now. What are 5 things you could do to enrich your mind? Well, there's many things you could do. What are some things you could do to strengthen your body? Love your body. Enhance your body. Celebrate your body. It's been with you your entire life. It's your nearest and dearest. So maybe it's time now to really start giving it some love and attention as never before. Who knows? Who knows? It will let you know its gratitude in so many ways. Flexibility, endurance. So, my second premise, and I love this one, Science of Mind is really about taking responsibility. And so your ability to respond is boundless. Now this is a statement, a principle, something that can bring you back online, bring you back to center. Try using this mantra for the next month. My ability to respond is boundless. My ability to respond is boundless. Sometimes we feel victimized. We feel stuck. We feel that life's not fair, that this shouldn't be happening. That person shouldn't have done that. That person shouldn't have left. Those people should appreciate me. Whatever it is, we feel victimized by the world. And that's just a habit. That's just a way of being sort of stuck in this place of victim. And we all have a tendency to go there sometimes. Have you noticed some days are worse than others? You find yourself slipping into that way of thinking, and then another day you wake up and you're feeling way more positive, way more empowered. When we sink into that victim place, we can remember to look at those feelings, those fears, those doubts, those uncertainties. Sit with them, journal on them. And then remember, I'm responsible. I can change my thinking and change my life. I have the ability to respond. And that's what responsibility is, the ability to respond. And that's what we learn as we start to wake up and master our mind, and we begin to see that we get to respond from a place of our authentic self. We get to respond from love, not from fear and doubt and anxiety and uncertainty. Those are all attributes of the ego. And it all comes through these two faculties of the mind, the memory and the imagination. One of my teachers, Sadhguru, in his book, Karma, which I highly recommend, he talks about karma as being the baggage we carry, the actions that we take, and then we suffer from holding on to those things. We suffer from holding on to the stories, our points of view, and it all exists within the memory. The memory exists in the past. What if you rewrote the story of your past, who you were? What if you wrote the story of who you were through the eyes of God? Because you are a child of the universe, perfect, whole and complete, one of a kind. Everything that happened to you, as painful as it was, as wonderful as it was, is stored within your memory. And your memory is not exactly accurate all the time. Have you noticed that we have a tendency to remember certain things and then forget other things? We seem to have a sort of a penchant for remembering the worst and the best. But in those times of feeling victimized or heavy or sad, we tend to hear an ongoing tape of the negative. And when we think about who we were in the past and have negative thoughts, negative memories about that, we carry that along with us like a backpack full of heavy stones, and it weighs us down. And so we can release that. We release it by rewriting the script of our past, loving who we were, seeing ourselves as always doing the best we could have with what we knew and what we had at the time. And then there's loving who we are now. Loving who we are now. Understanding that you are a creative being that creates your life one thought at a time. You always have the ability to think creatively, to remember who you really are, to stay present in the moment, occupying your spiritual essence, the light you are. And when you do that, what happens? What happens when you're present in the moment, when you're occupying the light, your divinity, and you're just sharing yourself, your gifts, your talents, your support, your kindness? That's you. People gravitate to those that are acting and being themselves, their most authentic self. And that doesn't always mean happy. Sometimes we're not. But when we're authentically showing up, we're not doing a spiritual bypass and just putting on a happy face. And sometimes we're extremely ecstatic about what's going on. But when we're authentically showing up as the I am presence, the unique, individualized, differentiated being that you are, that we are, each of us, then we're staying in our most blissfully creative dimension. And this is a good place to be when we're praying, when we're meditating, to activate this energy, because we're energetic beings as well as being spiritual, have a spiritual component, a mental component, and a spiritual essence. We're energy beings. We get to harness our energy and move it in directions. So maybe yoga would be something that could help you if you're interested in understanding more fully your way of interfacing with the spiritual dimension in a physical body. Yoga, Kriya Yoga, breath work, understanding how to move energy within the body. There's so many journeys we can go on with our bodies. It takes time, it takes patience, it takes practice. So, you love who you were, you love who you are, and then you get to love who you will be. And that's something I love about Science of Mind. We get to vision our future. We get to see ourselves in the future. This is encouraged. This is part of the fundamental teachings of religious science or science of mind, is visioning, is becoming aware of our ability to build our consciousness, to co-create with the laws of the universe a future, a life, the life that our hearts know is possible. And so we cultivate this beautiful life by visioning, by asking, through meditation, through prayer, asking, what wants to be born in me, as my life? What is it? How is it that Spirit wants to move through me and manifest as a life? I am a spiritual being. I am one with the divine. I am a conduit for life force energy. I am a conduit for consciousness to express itself. Each of us, we have this ability, and it's always happening. We're either doing it by default, we're just going along with life and seeing where it takes us, or we're doing it by design. We begin to harness the energy of our mind. We start to focus on things that we want to experience, who we want to be in the future. And then lo and behold, we've established a vision. And the beautiful thing about a vision, and you can do this in meditation, out for a walk, you start to just envision your life, the life that you would love to live. And then that vision, over time, given attention, given time, it will reveal to you what needs to be done today, the steps you need to take. Because in every vision comes sort of like a manual, directions, instructions for how to get there. And that's within you. Just like within the acorn, there's Aristotle called it an entelechy. There is the blueprint within the acorn to become the oak tree. Yes? Within you is a soul print. There is a unique blueprint. And if you spend enough time meditating, praying, visioning, that blueprint will be revealed. And then you get to move into that space. And your body knows how to do it. If you can tame your imagination, if you can tame your memory and start thinking really positive, delightful, empowering thoughts about you, about everyone else, and your future, you'll see. Because every change in the body, and I'm not talking just about the physical body, our physical body, but every change in the body of our affairs, in the greater world, comes through consciousness. And that's what these teachings are about, consciousness. We can change our thinking, and our life changes. That's the law of attraction. That's the law of cause and effect. And then our ability to respond to life is boundless. And this last principle is probably the most important, because in every moment you get to respond. And it is your response that is going to take you down a particular path. You can respond to someone with anger, frustration. You can respond to someone with acceptance. So your response to everything, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what's your response? When you cook a meal, what's your response? Are you giving life the appreciation, the gratitude, the love that you're able to? You have the ability to respond, and it's your ability to respond moment by moment by moment by moment that becomes your life. You become a response to the gift of life. You are the way God shows up. You are the way that Spirit shows up on this planet. So responding with that in mind, responding with your heart open, responding with loving kindness, responding with appreciation will change everything. It's an inside-out job. So thank you for having me today. I trust and know that something I said today sparks you to make some changes, to up-level your energy, to appreciate your body a little more, love who you were, love who you are, and love who you're becoming. Namaste. Thank you. So let's go into prayer really quickly before we lose any of this energy as it's moving and swirling inside of us now, as we're beginning to feel, yes, I have the ability to respond to life. Maybe I've been sitting still and not responding in the most authentic way to the beauty that life is, to the gift of life that God is always presenting me. So right now, I connect with the one life, the one power, the one presence, the one infinite organizing intelligence that is never an absence. Its center is everywhere. The circumference is nowhere, because God is I am. And it is in this I am awareness that I speak these words of truth now. I love who I was. Maybe I didn't always live up to the expectations of those around me, but I always did my best. And now, here today, I look back over my life and I say, I love you. I love you. I love who you were. And I love who you became, because who you became is me now. I love myself right now. Why? Because I am love. And when I respond to my spiritual nature, I feel that love bubbling up inside me, and it just wants to shine. It just wants to give. It wants to smile. It wants to create. It wants to express itself. It wants to support life. It wants to live it to the fullest and express joy. We are life on a joyride, giving God the experience of this life. And I love who I'm becoming. I'm becoming, who knows? That's not my business. That's the universe's business. I just let go. I surrender and I let it be. I forgive the past. I forgive it all. And I just say yes to me, to God, to life, to the light. I let love move me forward, light illumine me from the inside out, and joy to guide me every step of the way. This is my design. This is who I'm here to be. Loving this body, loving this life, loving all sentient beings. I speak a blessing now that all beings without exception be lifted by this prayer. Now and always, I give thanks, and so it is.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so
is time of our conscious giving, which is in our center, is a spiritual practice, something we do consciously for our spiritual well-being. We recognize the blessings that come to us as the divine flow of abundant good. With gratitude, we participate in that flow by sharing our good with our spiritual center. So I now invite you to just think about all the things that you've received over the course of this week, this month, this year, this lifetime, and give thanks. And what I know about the energy of thanksgiving, it is a magnetic energy, as is love. And when we occupy the vibration, the energy of gratitude and love, we simply become a conduit, a vehicle for the abundance of the universe to flow through. So feel that abundant flow in and as your life as you consider all the things that you have been blessed with, and then all the ways that you've given back to the world, and how this infinite cycle of give and receive is constantly occurring. It's the way of life. So I now invite you to bring your gift to your mind and heart, feeling the truth of your words as we speak together our affirmation. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Filled with gratitude, I let this be. And so it is.
All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free and released. I've been set free and released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free and released. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me.
Yeah. Let's have Mary Tebbs come up and share some more beautiful music. Mary Tebbs.
How about these guys, though? So thank you so much, Reverend Alley, for your words. This song is about choosing to respond to a dire situation. It's called Make It Light. Not long ago, my world came crashing down on me, and I almost drowned inside my fears. I cried so many tears at times I couldn't see, and it was all that I could do to just keep breathing. And when I recognized that life was was mine to choose. Well, I could not excuse the beauty all around me, 'cause I have a choice in every moment. I can feel my every feeling. I can bring some light to where there isn't light. So tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? I twisted up my love till I was blinded, and the untangling became my heart's desire. And with my mind on fire, I thirsted to be free. And when I opened up my eyes to see with feelings, and then the oneness of the world became my home, well, I began to own the beauty that is me and you, 'cause I have a choice in every moment. I can feel my every feeling. I can bring some light to where there isn't light. So tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? Tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? 'Cause the darkest of our moments, they hold great possibility. The gift that's in the journey awaits our true discovery, and love is the key. 'Cause I have a choice in every moment. I can feel my every feeling. I can bring some light to where there isn't light. So tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? Tell me, how can you take what's ahead of you and make it light? Go on and make it light. Thank you very much.
Mary Tebbs. Extraordinary. How grateful we are. Beautiful music, beautiful message, Reverend Alley. I was reminded that so many times I think I react more than I respond. And if I think about the boundless opportunities to respond, there really are decisions. So if you think about it that way, am I going to react, or am I going to decide to respond in a powerful, meaningful, authentic way? Really cool message. There was about 5 sermons, I think, in that message given today. How blessed we are. I want to thank you for coming today and give you a couple reminders. The animal celebration service, I am so grateful to host this with the amazing Shanti Kiefer, who has been just involved with the animal kingdom in such marvelous and meaningful ways. She is a big spirit in that work, and she has such a connection. And I can't wait to celebrate our dear animal friends. They are a part of our community, part of our world. Well, it's coming up Thursday night, 7 o'clock, right here. And our dear Reverend Lynn Hegster, finally being ordained. She was such an instrumental part of our community, and we extend that love. And how lucky Oklahoma is to attract such a big spirit. So I'm grateful we can participate in that ordination. Again, that's coming up Saturday, 10 o'clock live stream. Look for that. It'll for sure be on our website and our Facebook page. There is a card that's going to be, maybe a couple cards, out on the food counter, out in the foyer. Express your love and congratulations to our dear Reverend Lynn Hegster. We'll make sure that she gets that. Lots of blessings, lots of wonderful things happening. You have a blessed week. Let's stand and sing our closing song. Remember, love your body. Let's boogie.
But first, could we sing a happy belated birthday to Rick yesterday?
He turned 65, and at 11 o'clock the night before, he said, "In an hour, I'm going to be old."
Happy birthday to you. To you. Happy birthday to you. To you. Happy birthday, dear Rick. Happy birthday to you.
Wow. Thank you.
Speech.
It's my Medicare birthday today. Thanks for that.
I want to say I wrote this last song called Boogie, and I always thought it was just too goofy, so I never performed it. But now that I hear it with a whole band, it's kind of cool.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I love to move my body. It eases up my mind to get my blood flowing. Slowly I unwind the challenges of living. I leave them at the door so I can take an hour to boogie on the floor. I'm gonna boogie, boogie. I'm gonna leave my worries behind. I'm gonna boogie, boogie. Shake it up, I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna boogie, boogie. Just to feel that energy flow. I'm gonna boogie, boogie. 'Cause this is what I know. My heart, soul, body, mind, circumstance, and my response all connected to my devotion. That's why I'm gonna put it in motion. Yeah, I'm gonna boogie, boogie. I'm gonna leave my worries behind. I'm gonna boogie, boogie. I shake it up, I'm feeling fine. I'm gonna boogie, boogie. Just to feel that energy flow. I'm gonna boogie, boogie. 'Cause this is what I know. Release some stress is at its best when dancing boogie, boogie.